I feel gutted for Coach Wilcox. You could tell during his press conference that he was mad, he was sad, and deservedly so. I mean, they prepped really hard for this game and for the season overall, and for just one player to test positive and all that go down the drain, kind of it sucks. It really does. You had a chance to talk to Coach Wilcox in his interview. What was kind of the vibe during that, and what was his perspective and the team's perspective?
Yeah, like you said, he's frustrated, he's upset, and I mean, you can't blame him. This is these guys have put in a lot of work. They were very hopeful. I think if you talk to anyone on the team, they were just happy to be back out there. And now that they're not, that hurts. This is something they love. Um, I think it's worth bearing some perspective on, but I think it's also worth winding back up a little bit and breaking it down. Shailin mentioned there's just been one positive test on the Cal football team. The reason this has been so devastating is that due to contact tracing protocols and then subsequent quarantine protocols, a whole position group has been ruled out. They're not going to be allowed to play. And that's not due to Cal's regulations or the Pac-12's regulations. That's due to local Berkeley public health recommendations. But to get back to it.
That just quickly, I think that's the part that frustrated players the most, is that they're seeing these other schools. You're seeing 45 minutes down the road, Santa Clara, the 49ers are playing a game right now as we speak with multiple positive tests on their team. So I think that's what a lot of the frustration is stemming from the players. And we both get it. Health comes first, and it should come first. But I think there's just, even Coach Wilcox made it clear that he doesn't really know what the protocol is because it's up to the city officials.
Absolutely, and I think that's part of what frustrated him. I mean, he talked about it. The team has been open, willing, and ready to implement any procedures, any protocols, anything they've had to do to play, to be out there on the field, to get ready for this weekend. They have done. They've been open, they've been willing, they've been even excited to do it. The players have followed quarantine guidelines. They've been at home. They haven't been getting out. I think everyone we've talked to, the perspective has been, hey, anything we need you to do to play, we're going to do it. We're going to take care of it. That's what we're about. So I think now, when you feel like you've done all that, you put in all this work, and suddenly it doesn't matter. Like, there's still other procedures that are in place, and that stops you from playing. I can see that being very frustrating. And I also think it's a frustrating situation, and there aren't a lot of people to blame. I think far be it from me to be a public health official, because I'm not. I don't have that information, and if this is the call that's being made, I feel like it's probably a safe call. And Wilcox said it himself. It's a big picture view, and it may be upsetting in the present, but safety should come first. I mean, I think another question to ask is the goal here to be safe, or is the goal to play football? And I know that a lot of people want to play football, but I think safety should come first. And that's my take.
Yeah, but I think where a lot of the frustration stems from is that the players feel as though they're being safe, because one of the things, we should give some backstory on this. I'll get there in a second, but one of the things that the players don't understand, the coaches don't really understand, and we don't really understand is that, like, Coach Wilcox thought that when the players who were in contact tracing tested negative, they would be allowed to come back and play. But he was told that that was not allowed. So